Holy shit. Check this out. This is the PlayStation Mini Classic. Like, yo, what this is exactly what I wanted. Like, it's about time. So Nintendo had their thing, now PlayStation has their thing. Basically, it's like a smaller version of a PS1. Has 20 games already loaded in, and they already announced 5 of the games that will be on the original PlayStation. Let me see what those are. Those are Final Fantasy VII. I played that. You might have heard me play that in my last video. Jumping Flash, never heard of that. Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. Okay, out of those, you know which one I'm gonna talk about is Tekken 3. That's probably the best Tekken in the main franchise. But that's not what I want to talk about today. I wanted to talk about the 15 other games that are supposed to be included with the PlayStation Mini Classic. So yeah, this thing is $100. You know, already got mine pre-ordered. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna bring that content to you guys, and maybe, I don't know, I'll be able to play Final Fantasy VII now because I haven't been able to play that in quite some time. So maybe that will change my opinion on the franchise, but I highly doubt that. So yeah, this thing is about half the size of the original PlayStation, and it comes with 2 controllers, it looks like. And I don't know, they're both wired controllers, so I mean, that's a little bit old school, but I can deal with it. So, and I also want to show this, how much of a PlayStation fan I am. Look at this right here. I don't know if you guys ever seen this on my Twitter, but I made this. This is me and my VR headset and my PlayStation Move controllers. And yeah, this shows you how big of a PlayStation fan I am. I have to have every single thing PlayStation. Okay, so yeah, this basically just proves how old I am. I am older than the original PlayStation, which launched on December 3rd, 1994. And yeah, they're coming back 20, is it 25 years, 24 years? It's almost like 24, 25 years from now. Yeah, they're coming back with the original PlayStation. So yeah, I'm old. Here are the 15 games that I would like to see come to the PlayStation Mini Classic, in addition to the ones we already have. Metal Gear Solid, the very first Metal Gear Solid. If they don't have that game on there, this might as well be a done deal. Metal Gear Solid was like the game to play back in the day. I remember I was like 5 or 6, and I remember just watching my dad play it, and that game was like super realistic. And it's funny because you look at it now, it's like, oh, you know, oh yeah, you can see all the polygons, and Snake doesn't have any eyes and mouth, and his head just moves like this when he talks. And I remember playing the first level and not being able to get past it, of course, because I was like 5, maybe 6. So I always played the first level, never got past anything else. I remember just crawling through the air ducts and, you know, getting caught by the guards and resetting the PlayStation, hit the reset button on there. Man, they better have Metal Gear Solid. Like, there's no reason for them not to have Metal Gear Solid on there. So include that. That's number 1. Just include any of the Crash Bandicoots on there. Include the first one, the second one, Crash Bandicoot Warped. You can include Crash Team Racing. Any 4 of those games would be, you know, acceptable. Personally, I would prefer 3. 3 is my favorite one because you get the power-ups and whatnot. But I also like to see, well, yeah, don't include Crash Team Racing because, I mean, you could, because you know, it is a classic, but the fact that you can't put in 4 controllers is kind of upsetting. But I don't know, maybe Crash Bandicoot 3 will be included in there. But I'm also cool with the first one. The second one, no, maybe, because I don't like the bees. If there's some bees in there, I hate the bees. They also need to include Spyro. Spyro, oh my God, Spyro 1 was like that game. Like, I could not put down Spyro 1. That was, man, like just going around, the music, I can hear the music in my head right now. I can just picture me dashing across the map and, you know, breathing fire. And I do like this, like if you hold the dash button and then you jump, he does like this, like, it's like rhythm, it's like pounce. Oh my God, that game. One of my mom's friends, she let me borrow the game. And when it was time for her to leave, you know, to take it back, I had this like absolute devastated, you know, look on my face. So I think my mom ended up buying me the game and I couldn't put it down. Siphon Filter. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this game. It's like a stealth game. And again, kind of like Metal Gear Solid, I only played like the first level because I didn't know what else to do. I was just go around and shoot the same, I would shoot the same bad guys, you know, don't really know how to advance through the levels. And every time I was about to die, I would just reset the game, start over. Didn't have a memory card, didn't care. But this game was amazing. And I actually went back and played it. I think I have it somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure. But the first Siphon Filter was a really good game. It's like a stealth game, and yeah, they need to include that. Any of the Gran Turismos, like excluding Gran Turismo from this collection, is just inexcusable. It was the highest selling PlayStation game of like that generation. So, I mean, you can include the first one, the second one. I don't really have a preference of either one. Just include a Gran Turismo. You can include any of the Need for Speeds as well, because I remember playing those as well, and they each have a different feel. You know, even to this day, Gran Turismo is a simulation. Need for Speed is an arcade racer, and I prefer both of them. So if you include any of the Need for Speeds, I'll be happy. Obviously, you can't forget Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 1, I remember playing that, and I remember like this butler guy was in your mansion, and he kept following me around and stuff, and like we used to like lock him in the freezer, and we used to like jump off the diving board into the pool in her mansion and stuff. So just the fact that I can go back and do that again would be really fun. Resident Evil 1, like if you don't include Resident Evil 1, this is a criminal act. Like, you have to include the first one or the second one. I haven't played the second one, but I know the second one's really good. The first one, I remember that one because my sisters, they always used to scare me with the cover of the game, and they used to make like the zombie noise, and they used to do this and scare me. I was terrified of that game, but that's actually the reason why I'm partially afraid of playing horror games today, is because they kind of traumatized me from that. Frogger. I don't know if you guys ever played Frogger, but it's a pretty simple game. Get across the street, don't die, don't get hit by cars. We, when I say we, you know, me and my sister, we used to play this game. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I don't know, it was like a good mini game. I can't remember if it's like actual full game, but I know we used to play it. We used to get crushed all the time by the cars. Include Frogger. I think that'd be a good one. Driver was the shit. Like, that was the game to play back then. You could just, I can't remember. Could you steal cars? I don't know, but you had this black car, and you could just drive around the city, and oh man, that game was dope. Number 11, like also, this is a criminal act. You need to include the rapper. Like, first one or second one, doesn't matter. I prefer the first one. Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was another one of those games I was terrified to play, because I was like, you know, 5 or 6 at the time, and I remember playing that game and just driving around, and like, you know, it's car arena combat, and that was kind of unprecedented for me at that time. I never played anything like that. I can play Need for Speed and drive around, but now I can drive around and shoot people. So include Twisted Metal. Any of the Twisted Metals would be fine. Madden 2000. I remember my dad playing Madden 2000, and yeah, that one should be included. You know, we need some kind of variety in here. We need some sports games. I think that'd be a good one. Madden 2000 or Madden 99, doesn't matter. Some of you guys probably heard of this game. It's called Soul Reaver. I remember playing that game and not knowing what to do. A lot of these games are me not knowing what to do, but I would like to go back and play them again as I guess you can call me a well-rounded, educated adult. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, Soul Reaver is one of those games where I think it's an RPG. I got to go back and look at it again. I think it's an RPG, and you go around. You're a dead guy, you come back to life, and I think it's like a revenge story or something. That game was actually pretty fun. I remember very little of it, but I know it was I think it was a top selling game on PlayStation, so I would like to go back and look at it again. And the last one they need to include is Pac-Man World. This was like a 3D adventure Pac-Man game, and oh my God, this game, I actually beat quite a bit of this game when I was little, and there's just one part in this game where I couldn't beat. It was like the spaceship part, and like I had my uncle beat it a couple times, and he gave me a memory card and he saved it, but then I lost the memory card or deleted it or something. But this game was absolutely so much fun, and I would love to see it back on the PlayStation Mini Classic. So yeah, those are 15 games that I would love to see come back to the PlayStation Mini Classic. Is that what they call it? I think it's what they call it. I'm just calling it the PS1. It's a lot easier. I guess an honorable mention would be, I don't know if you guys ever played the Bugs Bunny game on PlayStation 1, but it is absolutely fun. And it's like a time traveling game with Bugs Bunny, and yeah, that's what's up. And this other game, I forget the name of it. It's Assault Retribution. I need to play this game on my channel because this game is crazy. It's a co-op shooter, like a space shooter. So much fun, and it's almost unbeatable at times just because of how difficult it can be. It's very much set up like an arcade game, but I just need to show you guys this game. I'm gonna put up like the trailer right here so you guys can see Okay, so that wraps it up for my 15 choices. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you like this video, I know a thumbs up is always appreciated. Hate asking for likes, but if I deserve a like, you can leave a like.